Hey guys, I got my Kuat NV 2.0 bike rack. This thing is a beast, and I've done all my research, and as far as I know, this is the best bike rack. And I'm going to show you why. I'm going to set it up. I'm going to put a couple bikes on it and talk you through the different features of this bike rack. I've had this thing for a while now, probably 3-4 years, and it's a tank. Holds up super strong. I knew I made a good choice when I actually saw the same bike rack on the back of the truck of the guy who owns the local bike shop here in my town. He had this set up with all his bikes that he transports around on the back of his adventure van. And so I knew I made a good choice after doing my research and choosing this Kuat NV 2.0. Let me show you here. I actually have, before I set it up, I'm going to tell you, I have 3 here. I added on the extra unit. So what's cool about this bike rack is it comes with 2 for 2 bikes, but if you need a 3rd or even a 4th, you can add a single, or you can also buy a double add-on to make it up to 4 bikes. I have 3 of us that bike in my household, so I added on a single unit, which is why you see 3 here, but it starts off with 2. Take a look right down here. You can see this little ball here. And what's neat is that as I turn the knob on this side, that ball comes out. So there's a knob on this side that tightens it and forces this ball to come out into the hitch receiver. So you can see now it's totally out. And what that does is it tightens it inside the hitch receiver and makes for a solid. So there's no rattling or loose. When I loosen it up, you see how it sets back into the tube. It's now inside the tube, and that's where you want it when you want to put it inside the hitch receiver. So I'm going to go ahead and get it into this hitch receiver and try to line up that hole for the pin. And the pin that it comes with has a lock on the one side, which is nice because added extra security for your bikes. If you want to buy a separate pin that has a different lock, you can, but that just snaps right on and is locked. So this unit does come with a couple keys that you'll use not only here but on the safety locks that I'm going to show you, that the cable locks that wrap around the bike. So what I like to do is I like to get it in, then I like to give it a tug. So I give it a tug back, and so it's nice and pulling against the pin. And then you want to crank down this here. And as I showed you before, that tightens that ball inside the tube and really makes this for a tight fit in your receiver hitch, so there's no wobbling or rattling. I love it. So it's tight, nice and tight, and this thing is solid. No shaking, no rattling, really solid. Now to get it down in the down position, heavy duty lever right here, and these are all cast metal. So there's very little plastic on the parts that matter. So what you do is you just press down here or pull up here. So pull up here, and then it lays down for you. Lays down for you. Mine's a little dusty, but there you go, 3 units right here ready to go. And what I'm going to do is get a bike on here and set it up so you can see how easy it is to set this up. So what I like to do is to press these bars, pull them out, grab your bike, lay it up there, and then easy as that, I pull up the bar and set it all the way back and give it a good tug down there. So that holds the front. And then on the back you have these ratchet straps, which are adjustable. They slide on this track here, so depending where you need it, you'll put it in and then cinch it down right there. So that's it. To set your bike up, get it up on the rack, nice and tight. It's not going anywhere. back here. And then on this side here, let me grab my keys down here and show you this, the security strap that it comes with. So if you look down here, you do have a safety chain here that comes all the way out, which is nice. And this is where you can thread this through wherever you'd like. You know, you can do it on the wheel, but obviously wheels can come off, so you can do it on the frame. You can do it anywhere you want. You have pretty good distance wherever you want it. But if you just want it on your tire, you can do that. Thread it through, and then it locks up right like that. And there you have it locked up, nice and safe. You can repeat the process with other bikes. I got one more on here that I'll show you, and I'll reverse it and get this set up the other way to show you how two bikes stack up together. Just like that. I pull this arm out, slide it back, and get it going like that. I can actually get this seat a little bit down, snug it up nice and tight. Same process, strap in the back, totally adjustable, cinch it down, you're good to go. That's not going anywhere. Super solid bike rack. If you have this third one here, don't have a bike, I like to swing the arm on this side just so it's not bouncing off on this side, just kind of loosely. But I usually carry 3 when I'm doing it. So super solid system. You have locking cables hidden in each of these units. All of this is metal. It's super heavy duty. Even these arms right here are metal. Now this piece of the casing right here is plastic with the buttons that press to unlock and lift up, but this is pretty much the only part of plastic. These little wheel wells here are plastic, but steel tubing, really heavy duty. I think even if you have fat tires, you're going to be just fine on this unit as well. Let me take these off and show you one more cool feature. Actually, let me see if I can show it to you while the bikes are on it. I don't use it as much with my setup, but you can hit the lever again, and then I can drop the bikes even lower. So if you do need to get into your back and open up your gate while your bikes are on, you can do that. If you have the right clearance, obviously you need to see, but that tilt, that forward tilt, is a super nice function, so you don't have to take the bikes off if you need to get into your back, the back of your car. So super cool. And then from there, same thing, you're just gonna click, lift, locks back into place, and you're ready to go. I don't know what else to say other than this bike rack has been a tank and a beast and a workhorse for us over the years. Super heavy duty. I love the adjustability. Nothing has broken on it. Everything has stayed super strong and intact. So if you're looking for a solid bike rack, and you're gonna know it when you feel this thing and see how well built it is, this is the one, Kuat NV 2.0. I have the added unit on. You can add even one more unit by buying the 2 bike rack edition. But it does come with 2. Great bike rack, works great for me. I love it. I highly recommend it. I think it'll serve you well. Happy biking.